Hey, what's up, divas? It's your girl, Nikesha Simmons Macklin, coming to you straight from High Fashion and Events. Today is Wednesday, and I am doing my Woman Crush Wednesday. We always deal with fashion, but I have an awesome young lady, born in Ohio, raised in Minnesota, and now is living in Georgia, and just has wrote her first book, guys. She is such an inspiration to me. She's an inspiration, but she has just written a book. She's an author of In Pain on Purpose. She's here to give us a little bit of her testimony, and I would like to welcome her, Donita J. Clark. Hey, Miss Clark, how you doing?
Hey, Miss Nakisha.
So, give our readers, or actually these people out here, just a little bit about you. I know you're Ohio is my dad's state, so I love that. But just tell us a little bit about who you are. Who are you?
So as she mentioned, I was born in Ohio and raised in Minnesota, so I'm from North Side. Um, I am a mother of seven children. Two of those
Awesome.
are stepchildren. I have birthed five. My husband, I've been married for 3 years, so I'm an awesome wife.
Yes,
Let's see.
God.
I am an author. I have just published my first book, In Pain on Purpose. I'm a financial services advisor where I look to teach people about money, how to save money, how to make money, and how to get out of debt. And then also by trade, I am a nurse. I am 6 months away from completing my master's degree.
Yes, God. See, that is inspirational. A woman doing it all. I love to see that. So, I know your book is about some of your life experiences, and particularly a part about some incidents and some things about your family. So, it's mainly about your parents being addicted. So, can you tell me how it was growing up having a parent on drugs?
So for my mother witnessed her parents killed when she was 7 years old. She never really got any kind of mental wellness therapy because they didn't believe in that in the 1950s, 1960s. And then with my father, he was just an absentee part of our lives. Dealing with my mother, she was in a lot of abusive relationships because that's what she's seen. Her father was abusive, so she took on those attributes. And then me mimicking her relationships, I was involved in a lot of domestic violence relationships. Um, her One of her boyfriends molested me when I was 11 years old. And when we had that conversation, we didn't have that conversation until I was 16. And at that point, she told me that I was lying and that none of those things ever happened to me. And so our relationship has been estranged for a long time just because she never believed that, you know, those things happened to me. And why would a child lie? Um, we had a lot of instability growing up. We were homeless a lot. The food stamps or the public assistance that she did get, she sold it for drugs. Um, we slept in parks. We slept in vans. We slept in hotels. It just was a lot of instability growing up.
Wow. Um, I know you mentioned earlier about your dad. How was it growing up not having your dad and his absence in your life?
So growing up without my dad, we always felt, well, as a woman, I always felt abandoned. Like, why didn't our dad care enough to stick around? We had heard things that he was with women that had children, but why didn't he love us enough to stay? So growing up, I always had this ideation that men left. So regardless if I had children or not, I never wanted to be married. I knew that I was going to have children, but I was going to take care of them. I was going to be a better parent than my mother ever was. And if the man decided to leave that I was with, he just left. And so I went into every relationship thinking that eventually one day you're going to leave. And that instability, that insecurity, it governed a lot of my parenting and the things that I taught my children.
Wow. Wow. I know a lot of young girls, dad's absence is or dad's presence is very, very important. I know a lot of fathers think that their jobs, their roles in our lives is not as important, but it really is. So, what inspired you really to write this book, In Pain on Purpose?
Um, it was pure therapy for me. But what inspired me was is that God wanted me to tell my story. When I would talk to people about the things that I had been through, people would be so amazed. Like, how did you make it through? You can do anything with God by your side. He
Amen.
can order your steps. And so I wanted to show other women that, it doesn't matter how your story begins, it's how your story ends. And so through all the things that I've gone through my life, there's been a stepping stone, there's been a learning lesson in it. Um, like how you just mentioned about the fathers don't realize the importance that you play with women. Well, and men, because women look for you for that first sign of love. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They look up to you to show them how a man is supposed to treat a woman. And then in the same instance, when it comes to a man looks to see how he's supposed to conduct himself. So a young boy is going to mimic his father. So if you're not there and those role models um, and those foundations aren't developed, it's very crucial in a young person's, you know, life.
So, today, what do you want young men and young women to leave with?
The first thing is for young women, you have to love yourself. You can't look into a relationship or look for a relationship for someone to love you. I never felt the love of my parents. So going through life, I was always looking for someone to love me. You know what I'm saying? That's why I had my first daughter when I was 14 years old, because I knew beyond a shadow of a doubt my child would love me. You know, and so women, that's not the case. I had to learn how to love myself first, because even though I had my daughters young, that still didn't fill that void. And when it came to men, um, the same thing. I want you guys to think about this. If you grew up without that father in your life, and then you turn around and you have children with a woman, and then you leave, that child is going to go through the very same things that you did when you were growing up. And
Amen.
that's not what we want to create in our society. We want to show our children that there can be two parent homes. So if you feel like you're not ready to have a child, then it's better to wait until you do find that great person. I understand that, things happen, because things happen in my life and I didn't have that understanding. I didn't have anybody to show me anything different. But now that I know, I would just encourage people, just wait. Wait till you find that person that you really want to be with for the rest of your life and that you really want to see raise your children.
Amen. You've been so inspirational to me, I must say, on camera and off camera. You guys, make sure you get this book, read this book. Tell us where we can go to get it.
So my website is www.donitajclark.com, and that's DONITAJ Clark, CLARK. And then you can find me on Instagram as Donita J. Clark. You can find me on Facebook as Donita J. Clark. And you can even find me on LinkedIn as Donita J. Clark. And my YouTube channel is Donita J. Clark.
Amen. So you guys heard it. Donita J. Clark. Very inspirational. Right here from Minnesota. Ohio, Georgia. Come on, guys. Let's support this lovely young Black woman. Let's be inspired. She's truly been inspiring to me. She is my Woman Crush Wednesday for today. Check out her website at www.DonitaJClark. I will also post a link on my social medias as my website, so you can also go there, www.high-fashionandevents.com. And before you leave, give us some of your favorite fashion tips. You know I was going to ask you for that. Yes, I love it because her skin is flawless. She looking good. Young, too. You know, black don't crack.
So for me, I love to see people with makeup, but I don't. When I watch TV, I think that people have too much makeup on. So I think less is more.
Yes.
And just being natural. Love who you are. You don't need all the extra stuff to show that you're beautiful because we are naturally beautiful people.
Yes. So you guys catch us out on all the social media. Thank you for your support and happy Wednesday.